Serialized back in 1997, Ichiro Oda's manga series One Piece has remained relevant for close to 30 years and has only grown in popularity. Following the unprecedented success of Netflix's live-action remake, One Piece's manga became the best-selling piece of literature written by a single person of all time, outselling J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Batman comics. Netflix's live-action One Piece is ready to set sail once again in 2026. Let's dive into what we know and what we don't for One Piece Season 2. Netflix's official YouTube shared a first look into One Piece's upcoming Season 2. While OG manga fans and anime viewers will surely be able to piece together what Season 2 will most likely cover, those that have only seen the live-action version will be in for a surprise. The trailer doesn't reveal too much about the plot to those who aren't familiar with One Piece's story, but it does give a surprising amount of character reveals. 3 of the most popular character reveals to come out of the teaser trailer include Nico Robin, Smoker, and Vivi. We also get a sneak peek of Laboon, the giant island whale from the Reverse Island arc in the anime and manga. Of course, fans of One Piece know that with the introduction of Laboon comes the possibility of seeing another, more skeletal Straw Hat pirate in the future. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The end of One Piece Season 1 left the Straw Hats heading to the Grand Line, finally ready to pursue their dreams after assembling the perfect crew. With only 8 episodes, Season 1 managed to cover 90 chapters of Oda's manga, but it barely scratched the surface of the original story. With over 1,100 episodes and 1,000 manga chapters, the shonen anime series has become one of the longest-running anime series of all time. It was estimated that it would take around 14 seasons of a live-action One Piece to fully recreate the manga series. But that might not be the goal for Netflix. So it begs the question, will Netflix steer away from recreating the manga series arc for arc, crafting their own ending? Or will the writers attempt to cram over 1,000 chapters worth of content into just a few seasons? This isn't to say that the live-action series won't last 14 seasons, but with Netflix's habit of canceling their most promising shows way too early, I'm not holding out any sort of hope. But I digress. Should Season 2 follow the manga series, which from the trailer it most likely will, fans will get to witness the Loguetown, Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Island, and Drum Island arcs. In fact, after deciding to cover 5 arcs in one season, Oda shared a statement in response. Imagine how much it'll cost, LOL. These arcs will finally see the Straw Hats cross over to the Grand Line, where they meet a whole new cast of characters, including the infamous Baroque Works criminal organization. But as they gain notoriety, the Navy gets hot on their trail as Marine Captain Smoker and Naval Officer Tashigi attempt to track them down. The season is set to cover nearly 60 chapters of the manga, ending around chapter 154 and episode 91 of the anime. The teaser trailer for One Piece Season 2 gave us a surprising amount of new character reveals. To new fans, it may be hard to understand why fans are so excited about these characters, but OG fans know that Robin, Vivi, Smoker, and even 2020 Chopper were highly anticipated reveals. Back in June, before any sort of trailer was released, Netflix revealed the CGI live-action version of 2020 Chopper, the crew's on-ship doctor. While fans were nervous, considering the notorious ugly Sonic CGI disaster was still fresh in their minds, 2020 Chopper's new look was met with overall positive reviews. It was also announced at the Netflix Tudum live event in June 2025 that Michaela Hoover will be voicing the humanoid reindeer, and she's also worked in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as Floor the Rabbit. Fan-favorite characters from the first season, in addition to the Straw Hat Pirates, are set to return, including Jeff Ward as Buggy the Clown, arguably one of the best live-action castings in the series so far. Having defeated the Arlong Pirates, Luffy and his crew now face a new threat, the Baroque Works, which will bring Nico Robin and Vivi, known at first as Miss All Sunday and Miss Wednesday, into the picture. Led by Mr. Zero, played by Joe Manganiello, Miss All Sunday / Nico Robin is set to be portrayed by Lita Abova. David Asmalchian as Mr. 3, Cameron Johnson as Mr. 5, Daniel Lasker as Mr. 9, Sophia Ann Caruso as Miss Golden Week, Jazada Jocelyn as Miss Valentine, and Sharipa Chandran as Miss Wednesday. As seen in the teaser trailer, we will also meet Dory and Brogy of the Giant Warrior Pirates. Originally, fans had hoped that Jamie Lee Curtis would appear as 2020 Chopper's mentor, Dr. Kuheda. But the show's executive producer came out with a statement clarifying that this would not be the case, indicating that Curtis's schedule simply wouldn't allow it. The showrunners for One Piece Season 2 have also revealed a bit about what's to come. Regarding the plot for Season 2, Matt Owens, who also served as a showrunner for Season 1 alongside Joe Trace, stated in an interview with Deadline. From Luffy's perspective, he's got his crew now, and they are setting out to the Grand Line. They're doing the thing, and there are a lot of challenges that come with that responsibility. Sadly, while Owens did tease his involvement in Season 2 through post-production, he eventually had to step away after filming wrapped. However, Trace is slated to return for Season 3 and will be joined by Ian Stokes as his co-showrunner. One of the biggest indicators to me that Netflix's One Piece live action will be a success is Ichiro Oda's commitment to remaining involved in the writing and casting process. This is obviously a much bigger discussion that I could get into, but it's for the same reason that the Super Mario movie from Illumination did so well. They kept the creator involved. But anyways. In fact, Oda hasn't made it easy on Netflix or the rest of the One Piece team, stating, "Whether it's the cast or the script, I continue to insist on this or that," which makes Matt, the showrunner, go, "Ugh," and Netflix go, "No." No official release date has been announced for One Piece Season 2, but it only makes sense for it to follow a similar timeline to that of Season 1. One Piece Season 1 came just in time for Labor Day weekend back in 2023, as a last hurrah for the summer holiday. While it's not impossible to see the release of Season 2 around the holiday season, like Stranger Things Season 5, for example, One Piece is much more of a summer show, in my opinion. Netflix also officially confirmed that One Piece has been set for a Season 3 renewal. Season 2 hasn't even come out yet, but it seems that Netflix executives are confident in the show's success. However, there might just be another reason for the amount of faith and resources being poured into this anime live-action adaptation. Netflix needs a replacement for their biggest show yet. Stranger Things is slated to end after Season 5, meaning one of its best series, if not the best, is coming to a close after almost a decade after its initial release. Could the early renewal for the One Piece live-action series mean that Netflix is trying to fill the absolutely massive gap that Stranger Things is sure to leave? If any series could replace Stranger Things, it might just be Ichiro Oda's. One Piece's live-action series didn't just appeal to the original anime fandom, it reached a whole new audience, introducing them to the world of Ichiro Oda's brilliant storytelling and anime as a whole. What do you think of the Season 2 teaser trailer for Netflix's live-action One Piece? Aside from those revealed in the first look, what manga/anime character do you hope makes an appearance? Do you agree that Oda's involvement in the series has made all the difference? Should the live-action series stick to the original source material, or should it forge a path all its own? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more theories just like these. Thanks again for watching ScreenRant, and I'll see you in the next one.